Hello from Slovenia again. I already mixed my paints with my pouring medium. Nera! And the paints that I will use today are Windsor Blue. This is Art Creation Antique Blue. And I have this one that it's Art Creation Mint Green. And I have my Mieri by Golden Yellow. And I have Brilliant Blue by Amsterdam. And Brilliant Blue and this blue are opaque, so I will change the order like that. And what I will do is experiment. When I started with acrylic pouring fluid art, I did quite a lot of flip cups with silicone oil, but I was so, I will say, kind of impatient because I was mesmerized by the cells that you can get with silicone oil. Yeah, I know it's a little bit controversial technique because it's sometimes some people don't want to like to clean those silicone, but sometimes I just go back to that first thing that mesmerized me. So I will do an experiment. I will do a flip cup without silicone oil with the same colors. And Kelly from Feral Art did some comparisons, and when I was watching her, I was thinking about that when I will have this day, I will experiment with that. So I will do one without and one that I will add just few drops of one drop, two, I don't know, three, and then we will add in all of them and see what will be the difference, if there will be one. So I'm working on this 8 by 8 inch MDF board, and I think that my 3-ounce cup should be enough, and I will pour a little bit of white around. So I will basically just layer my cup and I will do a flip cup. My paints are mixed with my pouring medium, that is Bessner acrylic binder and Dufa acrylic emulsion, and I mixed around 1:1 and water to consistency, because for flip cups I normally mix 1:1. For the other techniques I mix 2 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint. So this is just titanium white, and I will just switch these two because titanium is opaque too, Windsor is transparent, so maybe we will get some effects from opacity its own. But my paints are quite thick because I like them thick for the flip cups, because I like cells to keep the shape. Sorry for my dog, it's holidays are coming and people, you know, are already having some fun, and it's louder than normal. She has to make a noise like dogs do. Okie doke, so this is my cup and I will flip it, and I don't even I'm just thinking if maybe I want to pinch the hole and let it out. I definitely want to do them all the same way. I will basically just lift it straight up without flipping it, without anything, just straight up, and see what will happen. So there is no silicone oil in this cup. Okay. Just let it sit for a second. To bring my torch out. I don't expect something from the torching because there is no silicone in here. Sorry, I was probably a little off camera. Okay, so this will be all for the tilting part. Final torch for the air bubbles. It's a cute one. Okay, I obviously scraped the drips that I will use for my next flip cup, but first I want to add silicone in the yellow, in this Windsor blue, and that's all. So I'm using this Paint Art silicone oil. So this is about 5 ounces of paint, and I will add just 1 drop. It was 2. 1, 2. I'm always heavy-handed. And now I will mix that in. And here too. And I will layer the cup exactly the same. I will start with this one. And I will add some white around because we said that we will do the same. Even though that I have already that paint, so I will add a little less white. Wait for a second and then we will flip it. While I'm waiting, I was thinking maybe before I did add the silicone we could do one without silicone and add silicone with something that, you know, the technique is called chameleon cells. Okay, so let's lift this up. Already totally different thing. Even though that it should be the same. But it's not. Okay, so I will wait for a second. I will stretch this first and then I will torch because I don't want that big stretch out cells. Okay, so let's go this corner. Sorry if I'm a little off camera. I will say that tilting MDF board is totally different than canvas because you don't have that edge to hold. Okay, of course it's totally different because it always is. That's why the fluid art is so interesting. I'm kind of heavy-handed with torch. I love this painting without even torching it, but we said that we will do an experiment, so let's do it. But first I will just check my sides a little bit. Because these MDF boards, they don't have that good grip, or what is the word, on the sides. But it's okay. Okay, so let's see. I will torch from up high. And because we don't have a lot of silicone, just 2 drops in all of this paint, maybe I can torch a little more. I'm happy that there is not a lot cells, because I think that they will that it's more, less is more with cells. And maybe this is the thing for me, because as I said, if I put, normally I would put 3 drops of silicone for a 5-ounce cup, every one of them, and today I did just 2 drops, 1 or 2 in 2 colors, but now I will put silicone in other 3 too, and we will do another one. I love this one. Just want to see if something is here. I don't have titanium white, I'm out of it from Amsterdam, and I have one, I don't know, Triniton or whatever, and it's not the same, but it's okay. So I scrape my paint again, and let's do the third one. And I didn't add the silicone oil. I did the same. You know what? So let's do something else. Let's add 3 drops and I will mix this. You see? Improvise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 5. And now I will mix that a little bit with some stick. Just like that. Yeah. So obviously we will do 4. Okay, and before I will forget, I will add the silicone into those 3 paints before I will forget again. Definitely not my favorite one. I shouldn't have torched that part, but I just, because of the experiment, because we said that we will see how many difference it is, but this one went a little off, but we will take this one for the sake of experiment too, and I will do another one and then I will show you. I can imagine that you are tired of me already, and if you are not, I'm very grateful, because you know, you can learn something and I can earn something from your views and support. Yeah. Okay. And now really the last one. So I added silicone now to all paints. Let's torch this. See much more cells right away popping through, and I will not torch like crazy this one. Not sure if I like this thing here. And I'm kind of sure that I have enough paint to tear this off. Let's see. I will walk because I don't want to elongate those cells too much, but I will have to because I just need to get rid of this part. Sorry for those who will be angry at me, but I just think that I needed to tear that off. So this is a lesson too, you know? Maybe you see that the cells are a little different shape, a little elongated because I torched them. Here they are with the glare and everything. So this is the first one without silicone oil, and I think that it's my favorite. Those are just cells from paint density and air bubbles, but there is some beautiful transparency. This is the second one with just few drops of oil, and I think if I want to do a flip cup I need to cut down my silicone oil because this is enough cells for my taste, and I love that they stay kind of round because I don't stretch after. So this is the third one that I forgot, and I just add 5 drops on top of the layered cup. Nera. More cells, some really weird ones, especially this one. Some really nice one with some nice rings. I love them. And the last one that I stretched out, and the cells are bigger. There is still not too much of them, but I didn't torch a lot. So I will let these 4 paintings to dry, and then we will talk through a little bit more, but I really love this first one. So stay tuned for the dried results. So here they are dry. So the first one without silicone oil, it's probably my favorite one. I love this transparency and the whole thing. This is the second one, just with 1 to 2 drops to 2 colors. I like that one too. And this is the third one that I forget about the silicone oil, and I add it just in the cup where I already layered my paints. Not a lot of cells either. And this is the last one that has silicone in all the colors, and I stretch it out a little more because of the composition. So what do you think about the difference? And I still have quite some paints left, mixed of course with silicone, so maybe you can tell me in the comments what you want me to try with them. I don't know, maybe just blow out and see what will happen. Sorry, I had a phone. I just want to say Happy New Year, and hopefully the 2025 will be a good one. This last one was a little rough for me, or how can I say, it was not the best year. So hope that next year will be a good one. So Happy New Year, and see you again in the new year. Bye.